Hey, this is the Antisocial Socialite back at it again. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope everybody's doing well. You had a good weekend. If you are new to the channel or you have not yet subscribed, what the hell are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, so every time I get to run in this MOUF in this BITCH, yes sir, you are in the loop. At some point there will be a title. Salute to everyone who clicks the video before there's actually a title. You know what time it is. Men understand that they have to date down. A lot of people who are in this space nowadays, they understand the concept of the SMV, sexual marketplace value. Basically, the short version is your desirability to the person you're trying to attract. Now, if you are a female, the SMV is primarily your looks. It's going to be looks, youthfulness and fertility. The three are interconnected because the more fertile you are, the more youthful you're going to look. The hormones that are associated with reproduction are the hormones that keep a woman's skin soft, keep it supple, keep it looking youthful. So youthfulness is an indicator of fertility, healthiness, good hair, good skin, teeth, etc. The physical appearance indicates to the man that this woman is a good option when it comes to him reproducing. Okay? A man's sexual marketplace value is a bit more complex because the woman's needs are much more varied. Therefore, the woman's criteria is much broader in terms of her needs. Lorry making a whole heap of noise. Okay, the woman's criteria is broad. She needs a protector, she needs a provider, she needs a leader, which means the man has to be financially stable. He has to be obviously able to father children. He also needs to be able to have a certain character in order to protect and to lead. So a man's sexual marketplace value is determined by a number of factors, and those varying factors actually mean that as a man ages, his sexual marketplace value, it can even stay constant or progressively go up as he ages, because although his physical appearance is going to start to diminish, he's going to hit his peak around 30 in terms of physical appearance, sexual prowess, and then he's going to start coming into his career as his sex drive starts to go down a little bit, as he starts to become more handsome than so-called cute. He's actually going to still be increasing financially because he's going to become seasoned in his career, or he's going to maybe get a promotion in his job, and he's going to become financially more viable. As a result, the man's value to women over his time is going to gradually go up. It's only when he starts to maybe hit 50s and 60s that, his options in terms of romantic partners are going to go down. There's a debate whether men actually hit the wall, and that's the period when you can no longer get the optimum options of mates. When you as a woman can no longer attract the best you ever could, that means that you have technically hit the wall. Now, obviously, as a woman, if you take care of yourself, if you look after your health, if you take care of your skin routine and things like that, there are ways to prolong your physical attractiveness, which means that you stave off the wall. But the bottom line is this, as I said in previous videos, just because you are 40 and you look 25, you still have a 40-year-old reproductive system. You still have 40 years of baggage. You still have 40 years of life experience. You still have 40 years worth of maybe being jaded, bitter, resentful. So when that man sees that you look amazing, you may look amazing for your age, but he still has to take on what comes with dealing with a woman of that age. Having said that, men understand that the average woman makes less money. The average woman is more likely to be emotional rather than logical. The average woman is likely to have less savings. The average woman is likely to not necessarily have a plan in terms of the future. There are many things that the man has already accepted He accepts that if the woman is peaking by late 20s, any woman that he engages with after that age is not at her peak physical appearance. He's also come to accept that if she's, close to 30 or above, she's also getting close to her reproductive peak. So when a man gets with a woman, he's already accepted that there's certain things he's going to have to compromise on, or he's going to have to take the lead on. This is why a lot of brothers say that, a woman cannot love a man the way the man loves a woman. The man has come to accept a lot of things because he is in the more advantageous position. Why do I say that? As I said, he's going to come into his prime in his 30s. So by the time he's just getting in his stride in life, he has a lot of women his own age, older, and now younger women coming through as options for him to date. If he believes in monogamy, when he is in his prime, he is looking to get with the woman who's also in her prime, because that's an equal match, that's a fair exchange. Unfortunately, because we live in a culture that tells women they are the prize and they are the ones that everybody should be worshipping, a lot of women think that they have a lot more time and a lot more options that they don't actually have. Instead of settling down with good men when they're at their peak, late teens, early 20s, so that they are matching equally when it comes to bringing their best to the table, a lot of women are waiting until they're past their best. And, they're assuming that because they're told men and women are equal, that they are actually the same. Even a man who is physically unattractive can go somewhere and find a woman who finds him cute for whatever reason. Okay, if he has enough money, he has options to also go to other places and get involved with different people for different reasons. Maybe business contacts, maybe he has the ability to travel because he's got the funds, maybe he's traveling because of work. If he has money, he has access to more females, which means his options are always more open than that of a woman. So this video is really to admonish women. Don't think that you and a man are the same. The man has a lot more time, he has a lot more options, and as our SMV starts to go down, his SMV will gradually, it will climb until it plateaus. And even when it plateaus, it's going to stay high for a long time, because there's always value in a good man. A man who's got an education, who's got a trade, who's got money, there's always going to be women who find him desirable. If he can't find a woman he wants in his current location, he always has the option to move. This is not really the case for women, especially women who have kids or commitments. They're just not willing to get up and move like that. So men accept that they have to date down. This is why men get so frustrated with women when women behave like they should be worshipped, they're the prize, they're demanding to be called queens and princess and empress. Because the reality is this, the woman diminishes a lot quicker than the man. So when the woman comes into relationships with an entitled attitude, bringing nothing to the table in terms of femininity, in terms of nurturing, in terms of homemaking, it's literally a lose-lose situation. For a man who's high value to then be committed, especially if he believes in monogamy, to a woman who doesn't cater to his needs and take care of him, it's really no point having a woman around. There is no point. If the man has funds and he has options, he doesn't need to commit to one woman when he can just go and enjoy life with lots of different women, and when he's finished, just go home to his house. A lot of women do not understand that a man who is committing to a woman, he already understands that this woman is not going to look like this maybe in 10 years' time. Once she starts having children, she may gain a lot of weight. She's going to maybe, she's not necessarily going to bring as much to the table financially. It's a lot of responsibility, and if the woman is not willing to meet the man when she's at her best, then really and truly he's not gaining, he's just gaining a responsibility and potentially even a liability. This is why brothers are so adamant that they want femininity, they want women in shape, they want women who are cooperative, who are supportive, submissive, nurturing. they want all of these things because they understand that as time goes on for the woman, things are only going to generally get worse. Okay, unless she was plus size and she then loses a ton of weight and gets a bit of surgery or something and changes up her whole image and she's a new physically appearing person, there really is no increase for the woman's SMV over time. Men accept this, but what they want in return is cooperation, love, support, submission, femininity, and just basically a good homemaker. I hope you found this video interesting. I hope you found it helpful. If you agree, give it a big thumbs up. If you disagree, you know where the thumbs down button is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.